Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In this session we're going to be looking at prime and composite numbers. What is the difference between a prime and composite number? Hopefully many of you know this, but if you don't, this is an extremely useful piece of information to use anytime you're doing math. A prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself and the number 1. Let me show you by giving you examples. Number 1 is not a prime number or a composite number. But if we think about the number 2, what can it be divided by evenly? 2 and 1. Those are the only options. Think about the number 3. What can it be divided by evenly? 3 and 1. And those are the only options. The number 4, however, is composite because it can be divided by 2 times 2. Sorry, just divided by 2. But it has more than just itself and the number 1 as factors. It has 1, 2, and 4 as factors. Well, these only have themselves and the number 1. 5 is only divisible by 5 and 1. 6 is divisible by 1 and 2 and 3 and 6, so it has more numbers. 7 is only divisible by itself and number 1. 8 is divisible by 1, 2, 4, and 8. 9 is divisible by 1 and 3 and 9. 10 is divisible by 1 and 2 and 5 and 10. 11 is also a prime number. And we can go on. And if you go through all sorts of division, you can find quite a few prime numbers. Here are the most frequently used ones. In fact, I think that if you had at least memorized up to here for my classroom where I teach, that would give you a great starting point. It doesn't hurt to have more than that memorized. These can be quite useful to know all the way up to 19 and beyond. If you really want to know more, feel free to just look them up on Wikipedia, and there's a whole list there of the great many prime numbers that exist. So these you want to have memorized.